Warbond that is announced today, July 10th, for the Control Group Warbond. This comes out on July 17th, so we have a week to farm up some super credits or just grab some super credits before this comes out. I haven't seen the trailer yet. We're going to take a look at the trailer, see all the items we have in store. We'll go back through, see if we can't pick out some details, and then I always go over to the PlayStation blog post. We'll go over there and we'll see if we can't get some details like the boosters. Usually it's in there. We get some details on that, as well as the armor passives usually have some details in that. But let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Safe and fun for the whole squad. Out July 17th, guys. Safe and fun. There's some Helldiver boots with no Helldiver, just the boots. And then they're calling it the Warp Pack, but this is also the Displacement Pack. I think that's what it was called in Helldivers 1. This thing was leaked like at the start of the game, and it's just coming out now, so I'm sure there was bunch of tweaks to make this thing work. Yeah, this thing is long awaited, so very excited for that. Alright, Superstore. Alright, Superstore is where we get the maniacal laugh. And then the armor set, this looks like it's light, because the one that was in the video, we'll go back, we'll take a look, is medium and heavy. So this is probably light armor. If I had to guess, could be medium, but just as far as what it looks like light to me. It's got like a GoPro on it as well. It's kind of weird. I think that's it, right? All right, cool. Let's go back. Bunch of plasma stuff. It's reminding me of Cutting Edge. 2 new armor sets. The Apollonian is the heavy set. And then Bleeding Edge. This gives off some Destiny 2 vibes. Just the way they look. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm curious what the armor passive is gonna detail. Good weapons. So the primary, the VG Tech 70 variable. I'm pretty sure this is light armored, because we're gonna go through. We're gonna see he shoots at they shoot at a Devastator, and I saw some ricochet. So let's take a look again. But that right there, that's the back of a Hulk. So I don't know if it's just light pen, or it's kind of like a big bushwhacker, like a bigger version of the bushwhacker. If you guys use that secondary weapon, you could shoot the whole volley. So I'm not sure how big the mag is, how many holes are in that weapon. Let's see if we can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 barrels. So yeah, it's a 7 shooter. All at once. Blows the back of a Hulk out. It's got some decent damage, but I also think it's light pen. The Plastic 4-5 Epoch. This is a support weapon. Does explosive damage. Also has the charge up rail gun mechanic. So got to make sure you take a look at the charge. They didn't show you first person, so I'm not sure where that charge is going to show up. Just make sure it don't go all the way past red, because then you'll become spaghetti. Arc grenade. More arc stuff, guys. Just wear arc resistance. You're fine. If I'm running arc and I'm in like random groups, public, I usually get kicked. I'm not gonna lie. But if everyone's on the same page, arc does a lot of damage. And take a look at this. That is a big area of effect. That's the first thing I noticed. That with engineering kit or just arc resistance in the supply pack, that's going to be crazy. Hopefully you get at least 4. That's a really big radius. Sorry. Warp pack does a lot of damage. It seems like. Does a decent amount of damage. Yeah. I wonder if there's a cooldown on it, and if you go past the cooldown, that's when you explode yourself. I'm not sure how that works, but you're going to see here. It can't just be random. There's got to be like a cooldown on it. If it's random, you got to wear Democracy Protects, and you're pretty much just rolling dice if that's the if that's the way it works. All right, so right there, yeah. I mean, the Devastator goes down, but it's definitely ricocheting a little bit. Laser Sentry. This thing looks pretty big. Hopefully it's like the same damage as the support weapon. Just cuts through the medium pin. Nice. Safe and fun for everyone. Control group comes out on July 17th, guys. So again, we have a week. Let's go over to the PlayStation blog post, see if we can't pick out some more details. Attention Helldivers, Ministry of Defense and Research and Development team has declassified the following information for immediate release. You have been cleared to field test a new range of experimental weapons built from acquired alien technology. R&D scientists have completed the control group Premium Warbond for deployment to your Super Destroyer. Alright, weapons and stratagems. First up, in the primary category, we have the VG Tech 70 variable. 7-barreled volley gun with 3 different firing modes. Auto, which has selectable RPM volley values. Okay, so it's probably got left and right, because you got RPM, and then you have a volley mode, which fires a single shot from each barrel, and total, which fires all remaining ammunition in one go. Researchers noted that the total fire mode with a lot of ammunition may result in bodily harm to the user. That's that blowback feature you're seeing. I wonder how much damage it does to you. Probably break a limb or something. Also in need of field testing is the G-Tech 3-1 arc grenade. This lightweight G-Tech 3-1 bounces while discharging electricity that strikes enemies and Helldivers in proximity. They're highlighting arc kills teammates. Wear arc resistance or stay away from those who use arc. Don't kick them. They just want to have fun with arc. I'm usually the one getting kicked because I'm using arc. That's fine. That's fine. I'm enjoying arc, guys. It's good. It does a lot of damage. The next declassified item is the Plastic 4-5 Epoch support weapon, which charges plasma into a focused sphere, which is then fired. This weapon is ready for battlefield use. Additional research data suggests that it can explode if overcharged. No safe mode is available. No safe mode. I don't like safe mode anyway, but I want to know what that charge looks like on the weapon. Because if you guys played Helldivers 2 when the game first started, that little charge for the railgun was not there. You just had to listen for it. But we're sure you can handle it, Helldiver. That is what field testing is all about. Oh, thank you. Next up in the offensive technology is the A/LAS Tech 9.8 Laser Sentry. For the Sentry, the ammunition canister on standard charts have been replaced with a supersized heatsink, allowing the potential for infinite laser firing. How many of these turrets can I put up, and what is the cooldown? Okay, hold on. However, R&D would like to remind users that the turret can overheat and explode if the laser is continuously active with no cooldown. Okay, so if it's just wave after wave, this thing's just going to explode. But if you get set up and you have break between, you probably get multiple down. Perhaps the most significant and exciting development from the Ministry of Defense is the new Lift Tech 182 Warp Pack stratagem. R&D has harnessed the power of dark fluid to generate. I want that dark fluid jump pack. If you guys remember from Meridia, it would also take out friendly Helldivers that stood too close behind you, but I missed that jump pack. Anyway, dark fluid to generate somewhat stable wormhole on demand. Once the wormhole is active, wearers can teleport short distances with no cooldown between jumps. In practice, the wearer is pulled into singularity, dematerialized, and rematerialized again in a new location. Okay. What's the catch, R&D? The head of R&D noted that the dematerialization process can be somewhat painful, and that users should bear in mind that the wormhole cannot maintain integrity for extended periods. Each jump will further destabilize it, and the wearer may experience death should the singularity fully collapse. A small price to pay for the ultra-convenient traversal. Okay, so I'm assuming this wormhole that's on the backpack that you can see, maybe that gets bigger, give you some kind of indication of what your next jump might be like, if you might die, if you are good to be jumping around for a bit more. Gives you more of a reason to keep an eye on your backpack cooldown. Usually you don't have to worry too much about backpacks, like your lift pack, right? And don't forget about the proper personal protective equipment. Good field testing involves enforcing safety protocols, which is why we're outfitting Control Group with the two new sets of armor designed to provide adequate battlefield protection. For medium armor, we've included the AD Deck 26 Bleeding Edge that will allow protection for greater ease of movement combined. For the more dangerous experiments, there's the AD Tech 49 Apollyon Heavy Armor that's meant to assist you with perils of evaluating all of this new equipment. Each armor set looks professionally stylish with the coordinating capes, Conductor of Brilliance, and Over Artifice Triumphant, and both armor sets feature a new exciting passive. Passive's called Adreno Defibrillator. After you take lethal damage and the Adreno Defibrillator detects that the user has collapsed, it activates and revives the user to full health. What? I'm assuming this is like I can't think of the phrase for it, but it's like it's like a last stand, right? You're literally a sneeze worth of health away, and this will take you back to full health. That's kind of nice. That's like a free stim. Get out of jail free card. I guess as long as you don't explode, right? And the user will begin losing health continuously after activating it. After activating it? Are we just gonna have another input that we can use, like a binding? That's wild. That's interesting. Yo, you guys are doing something way different. That's awesome. I'm liking this a lot better than the last Warbond so far. At least in reading as well. Not to say the last Warbond was all too terrible, but wasn't the best. I haven't even put out a review for that yet. Well, we're still working on it with the time that we have available. Anyway, in addition to all this, R&D is including new player cards to match Conductor of Brilliance and Over Artifice Triumphant Capes, and we're giving you access to new emotes to assist in testing. Protect eardrums. Covering your ears is the leading method to prevent noise-induced hearing loss. Safety first. Thanks. Yeah. And finally, with a great scientific discovery comes much hard work and sacrifice, Helldivers. That's why we want to recognize your valiant field testing efforts of the Control Group Warbond with a special title, Exemplary Subject. Wear this to show your squad that you got in on the ground floor of this advanced technology. You've been recruited. I don't see a booster. I don't think there's a booster. They usually give us a graphic, and I don't see the graphic. The armor passive looks solid. I want to see how it works. It's different. It's super different. And you're probably going to have to stim after using it. So this will bring you to like full health is what I'm assuming. And then you have a certain amount of time to stim to maintain your health. So this will go from 0 to 100. And then it'll start coming back down to 0. And then if you have stims, you can make sure you stay alive. Warp Pack looks fantastic. The support weapon, I know in the video it explodes the charger head. I don't know if it's a one-shot, if it takes more than one shot. I'm assuming it takes more than one shot, but you know, if it does one shot, awesome, cool. The only thing that can do that right now is anti-tank weapons like your EATs and your recoilless rifles and your quasar cannons. So having a plas weapon to do that, that's pretty cool. Yeah, guys. Looks pretty interesting. More ARC stuff, so please don't kick your ARC guys. Just stay away from them if you're in random groups. Sentry looks cool. Hopefully it does medium armor pen and not just light, because then I don't really see the reason why I would take this over, say, a machine gun sentry if it's just light. The primary looks interesting. I'm not going to hype it up like I did the pacifier, because the pacifier looked great, but then it literally is just a worse version of the lib concussive, in my opinion. The volley, the full bushwhacker is great sidearm if you haven't used that, so it's got that function, so I can see it being pretty useful there, but we're just gonna have to get our hands on it and test it. That's gonna do it for the video, guys. If I can find that graphic, I'll put it in the community page for you guys to take a look at and get my opinions there. But that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one, and take care, everybody.